Yo, what's up? This is Two-Tone Eternal. I'm here at Punto The Spot. We about to go in. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna have an interview. We can do a few songs. You know what I'm saying? I want you to tune in. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Bronx, New York, worldwide, ATL. It's going down. Peace and God bless.
Yeah, welcome back, y'all. We back.
Welcome back.
El Punto The Spot, man. So we got a guest, fellas.
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome to this El Punto The Spot. We got Two-Tone Eternal coming to show us our playing music.
Two-Tone.
Yeah, get it on. Tell us about his career.
What you come to show us, Two-Tone?
Mic check. Can I turn my mic up a little bit?
Turn this mic up.
Hear my
There you go.
Yeah, I can hear myself now. All right. Hey, how's it going, man? It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much. It's an honor. It's an honor and a blessing.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure for you to be here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So Two-Tone.
Yeah.
Where you come from, brother? Where you from?
Oh man, that's a long story when people ask me. I was born and raised in Rock City, New York. 22 years of my life, Rochester, New York, the inner city there. And I moved to New York City in 2001, actually a month before September 11th.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were mentioning that earlier. August of 2001 to attend grad school. So it was going back to the Rock. You know, I was the 9th grade dropout, you know, in the streets, in the hood, you know, got locked up when I was like 16 years old, went through the whole, you know, ordeal growing up, you know what I mean? But I got a scholarship to get a 4-year degree. I was the first in my family
Scholarship
to get
doing what? For what?
to actually go to college.
No, but from what? How'd you get the scholarship?
Oh yeah.
Academic?
It was academic. It was academic.
Man.
GPA.
Yeah.
We need more of those.
Right, so
Give him some claps for that, Marv. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is a smart man here.
Academic. Yeah.
Took me 5 years to get out of high school.
Yeah, man. So,
Me too.
I still can't spell academic.
That's why we're here, baby.
So Two-Tone, tell me, how did you come to know about El Punto The Spot?
you know what I'm saying? My man and my friend, my neighbor, Oscar, actually, you know, put me on to El Punto, you know, and I checked you guys out online and everything like that. And, you know, I know you guys are doing some good things, building up, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to be a part of it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oscar's a big guy there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oscar.
That's my
ICU
man.
Advertising.
I see you advertising, definitely.
Yeah.
That's my man. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
All right. So
I'm employed by him as well.
So Two-Tone,
Yeah.
tell me how you guys met.
Oh man, it was, I was walking down the block in front of my building. I was talking to the porter, and she was like, you know, I was like, yeah, I rap, and you know, I'm a teacher, you know, I'm a math teacher in the Bronx. She said, oh yeah, okay, cool. There's a DJ in the building too. I was like, yeah, what's his name? Well, you don't know. He's your neighbor. I'm like, I've never seen him. You know what I mean? So it was talking like a couple weeks, whatever. A month later, I was in the grocery store, and then he was like, yo, you know, yo, what's up, man? I was like, yeah, what's up? You know, I thought we said hello a few times.
Yeah.
And then we started talking. I was like, yo, man, you know, you live in the building too, because he walked ahead of me, and he was in front of the building. Right. I was like, yo, what's up? We started talking. And he's like, yeah, I'm your neighbor. I was like, I never seen you, though. Yeah. Because I know I live right across the hall from you. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, he said, I'm a DJ, I'm a rapper. And then we just started, you know, he was like, oh, you rap and stuff like that. So then he took me up there, and then we just hit it off. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I don't think he was expecting, you know, to hear what he heard.
As soon as I seen Two-Tone, you know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
Miami.
Two-Tone.
So
No, he's from Brooklyn. Don't say he's from Miami.
No, but
He's
I'm
from the
saying
East.
I know where he's from.
Don't say
Very
that.
well.
Don't say that. But I hit him up this morning. I said, yo, look, we got a Two-Tone coming
So I have
up.
a Two-Tone in also out in Dubai.
I'm
That's
aware.
an artist, and
I'm
he's
aware.
good.
Yeah,
he's
he
really
is.
good.
He is.
He's nice.
That's a good point. That's why I rebranded in March of 2018.
Yeah, that's the
Because-
reason I'm bringing it up. It's all about because you know names is supposed to be unique.
Exactly.
So you know if you was on a label, they be like, we gotta do something with Two-Tone.
Yeah, so I could shed light on that. You know, I've been Two-Tone, the original, and I could pull up U.S. copyrights. You know, I've been writing lyrics for like 20-something years.
But you the original doesn't mean you again.
Yeah.
I always try and clean things up for like the people, the listeners, so they understand because they might say the same thing.
Yeah.
But if someone beats you to the punch,
Yeah,
it
that's
is what
true.
it is.
But there's only one Two-Tone Eternal. Though.
Say less.
There's only one Two-Tone Eternal.
Yeah.
So Two-Tone, I hear you teach school, man. Like,
Yes, sir.
What's really good with that?
Yeah. So I've been a school teacher for like 13 years. You know, I taught in the Bronx for like 8 years.
Right.
Dope.
You know, DOE schools, middle school, toughest grade, 7th, 8th grade.
Right.
Charter school. I'm currently at a charter school in the Bronx teaching 7th grade math.
And
Right.
math.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to
That's
ask. What
awesome.
class?
Yeah.
That's to me, that's the number one
So
subject.
what do you teach? Algebra, calculus? What do you teach?
Yeah, you know, it's really like pre-algebra.
Pre-algebra.
Kind of getting the kids
Seventh
ready.
grade, you
Seventh
told me.
7th grade, yep. 7th and 8th grade math, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's in the Bronx.
It's in the Bronx. Yeah.
What district?
I want to say 10. I used to work for District 11 though.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I asked you that because I used to work for District 9.
And I was, yeah, that's right. And
Was it
Was there
District-
beef?
Wasn't District 9? Wasn't District 9 a movie with these robots and they was in Africa in the slums?
Yeah,
hiding
I
out
think
in
it's
the slums?
District 9.
District 9.
What got you into that? Because I know you said you got a scholarship from education. Is that just the beginning? Because you also said you was incarcerated at 16.
Yeah.
So how did that turn around? What's that? Give us that side of
Yeah,
it.
it was kind of like I didn't even think I was gonna go to college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like after I did 2 years of probation and all that. Went through that process. I was working at a restaurant at like 16 years old to develop responsibility. So I would ride my bike 5 miles to go to the restaurant, work, and I was doing drug dealing and stuff like that. I bought 2 cars, 17 years old, cash, Mustang 5.0. They still thought I was drug dealing though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was working hard. And then it was just like people were saying, you need to go get your GED. This dude named Father Time, he did 10 years in prison, and I was working in the restaurant with him. He said, look, you need to go get your GED, go to school, you know what I mean? My daughter went back to school. You don't have to be here, sweating the rest of your life. Go do something with yourself.
dope.
So that's how I got involved to get a GED. So I went to this program during the day. I would go in, it was like real school. They did like SAT prep, all your subjects. So I did that from like 8 in the morning to like 3 o'clock, go back home, and I go to work. I work from 4 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and I was like 17 years old to 19.
Right.
And then the head of the program director said, yo, he's not like most people. He pulled me to the side. He was like, look, I'm going to get you into a 4-year private college. I want you to do this and that. I got a scholarship. And I was like, I didn't see college.
Yeah.
So then when I got to college, I was like, what am I going to do with this? Because I just wanted to do music. I was rapping back then, and writing rhymes, and that's all I wanted to do.
Right.
But then I was like, I got to ride with this. Then it's like my family, all my other brothers are dropouts. My mother was on crack, you know what I'm saying? My dad couldn't speak English, you know what I'm saying? People in the neighborhood were counting on me like, yo, he's going to college. He got a GED first.
Right.
So then when I went there, it was just like, what am I going to do with that? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me go into English. Let me, study that because I'm a lyricist and stuff, So that's why I went into English. Then what are you going to do with that? You're going to go into communications? Or I was just, shit, let me reach back to the community, because I had some of the hardest times in middle school growing up. I actually got shot at. I got jumped by gangs. One time my arm was broken in half. That also led me into martial arts when I was a teenager.
Okay.
So I did 3 things. I was in culinary arts, martial arts. I was a New York State Taekwondo champion and a national champion at 16.
That's
but then,
dope.
So you got hands.
Yeah, I competed on the national level.
CG,
Yeah,
feet.
I competed on
Feet
national
and
level.
He got feet more than hands.
He'll kick the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I'm a Jamaican. You
They gonna
can't kick
kick the
harder
shit
than
out.
I
Yeah.
Look, both,
So,
yeah, both of my boys is in Taekwondo.
Oh, that's
They
dope,
about
man.
to get their red belt soon.
That's dope.
I'll be
That's
smacking
real
them around.
Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Do you
So,
still practice Taekwondo?
Not really. I actually got into MMA when I was, about 8 years ago before, because I left New York in 2011 to go to ATL. It's a long story,
Right.
for love, you know what I'm saying? Went down there for a woman, got married, divorced, whatever.
Yeah.
But, just a little working
happens.
out. Calisthenics and stuff like
Yes.
that. I still train to keep myself up,
Right,
So
right.
I'm at least tight, you know what I'm
These
saying?
bitches be
Right.
always
You know what I
fucking
mean?
shit up.
Oh,
My bad. I'm
man.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you live, you learn, and I learned just, to own up what I did, you know what I'm saying? Like I wrote a song about the whole thing will be on the album, dropping on my birthday, October the 18th.
Do you
called-
let your students know you rap?
Oh, they all know. Yeah, they all know.
So you're the rapping teacher. They know
Oh,
you
yeah,
as the
they-
rapping
they know.
teacher.
Do you use that rapping skill sometimes to get lessons and points and things across?
That's a great question, man. Yeah, absolutely. Like sometimes I'll just rap like, math, to get them involved. I'll take like a concept or the vocabulary and I'll just flip it on them. And then, oh, I like that. And something real simple. Like today
said
I was
math?
math. you know, and even the language, right? So I just be talking to them. I'll be like, okay, yo, let's convert the fraction to a decimal. What does the word convert mean? Some of them we look around. I was like, okay, let me put out a synonym. Change, right? So when I say convert, you say change. I'll be like convert. They be like change. I'll be like change. Now they say convert. Now let's go back to the question and then read it again. So then they start. Oh,
They
we
start
get
catching
it. Yeah, they start catching it.
Right.
Dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's real.
I ain't have a teacher like that.
Me neither.
I
I was gonna ask Two Tone. Just talk about your music, man. What you came to do for us?
Oh, you know, it's you know, I got 3 singles that I dropped. She Do It For The Money, Set It Off featuring 3D Nazi, and The Enemy Within. But you know, I got a new the album, like I said, it's called A Dollar and a Dream, right. And it's my debut album. It's gonna drop on October 18th. That's my birthday. Right. But on the show, you know, I definitely want to do a joint called All State of Mind, right, for the first time.
One time, tell me where you're from. 2 times, tell me where you're from. 3 times, tell me where you're from. 4 times, tell me where you're from.
I'm two-tone, born and raised in Rock City. Kodak took the picture, but it wasn't always pretty. I'm like Snoop Dogg, yes, back in the day. How we brought it Long Beach and California, hey. Much love to the Golden State. Let's shift gears and bring it back to the Empire State. West Side, we reside by the 5 Great Lakes. We survive snowstorms buried up to your face. Rock City to Ontario, Erie under Buffalo. Everybody's really cold, I gotta keep it moving though. To my Cleveland, Detroit, and Chicago. We all know how to keep it hot though. Flow like Picasso when I'm painting the picture. If you know you got soul, then I'm trying to get with you. Don't give a damn if you hate, you can't stop my shine. We celebrate all life in their all state of mind. Haters, we just shake them off.
I'm two-toned up.
The ladies wanna take it off.
I'm two-toned up.
Bounce if you got the sauce.
I'm two-toned up.
Holler when you see your boss.
I'm two-toned up.
Haters, we just shake them off.
I'm two-toned up.
The ladies wanna take it off.
I'm two-toned up.
Bounce if you got the sauce.
I'm two-toned up.
Holler when you see your boss.
I'm two-toned up.
Big up to NYC, the Big Apple, the 5 boroughs, the hip-hop capital. I held it down and the boogie down. Bronx, let's get it on, stomp and we shake the ground. That's where it all started now. 2 turntables and a mic with DJ Cool Herc. We breaking spawning hip-hop through the whole earth. We boys, MCs, graffiti writers from the culture. Unite the people with a voice to battle vultures. Across the Hudson River, lived in dirty Jersey. Cruising up 20 Patterson to Newark, swerving. I love that Kiki Riki Peruvian chicken, KFC, that finger licking, mommy's cook organic in the kitchen. I 95, 2005, I'm in Miami. Broward Dade County, too much high cotton candy. Fled to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. Voted for that we when Peyton played as a Bronco. Haters, we just shake them off.
I'm two-toned up.
The ladies wanna take it off.
I'm two-toned up.
Bounce if you got the sauce.
I'm two-toned up.
Holler when you see your boss.
I'm two-toned up.
Haters, we just shake them off.
I'm two-toned up.
The ladies wanna take it off.
I'm two-toned up.
Bounce if you got the sauce.
I'm two-toned up.
Holler when you see your boss.
I'm two-toned up.
Last but not least, I represent the ATL, Hotlander where I dwell, and I represent it well. Rise up. Home of the Falcons making history. Hosted Super Bowl 53 in 2019, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Yeah, we blow the roof, trap stash to your cranium. Yeah, we got that juice. International players, the world's busiest airport. Hartsfield, Jackson, stamping your passport. All roads lead to us. In a Golden Peach State, we peach tree. Every street, Ave, road, corner, lane, we got the Georgia Aquarium. World of Coca-Cola, Home Depot headquarters, Mayor Keisha taking over. Shout out to the Dirty Boys and Hot 107.9, the battlegrounds will leave a whack artist, prison time, Big Tigger T.I. Greg Street in the hottest women, so blessed to be a part of ATL's division. Haters, we just shake them off.
I'm two-toned up.
Ladies wanna take it off.
I'm two-toned up.
Bounce if you got the sauce.
I'm two-toned up.
Holler when you see your boss.
I'm two-toned up.
Haters, we just shake them off.
I'm two-toned up.
Ladies wanna take it off.
I'm two-toned up.
Bounce if you got the sauce.
I'm two-toned up.
Holler when you see your boss.
I'm two-toned up. Connecticut, Cincinnati, Philly, Pittsburgh. You all two-toned up. DC, Maryland, Dallas, Houston. Yeah, they two-toned up. Phoenix, Las Vegas, Boston, Minneapolis, New Orleans, Kansas City, Virginia, Milwaukee, the Carolinas. They all two-toned up.
Yeah, super dope energy from Two-Tone Eternal.
Yeah.
Straight out of Rochester, representing the Bronx and ATL.
So I gotta ask a question. How long you been doing music?
I've been doing music. Trying not to give my age
17.
away.
It's okay.
17.
You're a teacher. You're a teacher,
17
yo.
to
You said you
19.
did a bid. You're a teacher. Don't worry about your age.
17 to
About
19.
23 to 25 years.
Wow.
I wrote
Have you-
5 albums, but I never dropped anything. It's a long ass story.
That's what I was gonna ask you. When have you ever put stuff out?
It's a long.
See, this is again. So if
Yeah.
I always like to reflect back on that venture music and why I started it, and you're a part of that criteria. So there's so many artists that are out here that never had an opportunity to actually release their music, and they did it for so long.
Right.
Today we could do that. So that's part of why I was like, we got to create this platform so
Yeah.
anybody can still live that dream.
Right. That's
Whether you become the next whoever, the next Two-Tone,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't. That's not what I'm talking about. That's all. That what I'm saying is that there's artists that are out here that had a dream of actually releasing music to put it out there to the world, so that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that they could get it and hear it, and now you could do that, and that's what that venture music
Giving
was
them an
really.
opportunity.
That's part of the reason I built it.
So this is a redundant question around here. Since you're saying you're putting out music or you have music out, you know, I always ask that guest, that artist, who are they distributing their music through?
Right. I went through CD Baby for the first 3 singles.
And there's no wrong
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, there's no.
So don't worry about
Yeah, just
CD
need an
Baby.
answer.
Nah, seriously.
Yeah.
They feel away, but that's not
Yeah.
what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Education is everything because CD Baby doesn't have a fucking radio station, right? That's giving you the platform to,
Yeah, that's
to
real.
do that.
That's
That's part of what I do. So
Yeah.
it's like I never want to compare myself to
Yeah.
companies that are not even like me.
Right.
Only thing we do the same is distribution.
Right.
And they do it fine. I tried to buy CD Baby in 07.
Yeah.
So I know their platform very well. They're fine. At the end of the day, that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to educate. So the more you understand, then you'll end up coming over later.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
catch it when you catch it. You may not know about it. So he's just asking a question. I don't want you to feel
Yeah,
awkward
nah,
about
yeah.
a response.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But like you though, I feel like that vision is kind of like my message. You know what I mean? Like for people out there that are trying to pursue a dream, right? But whatever, because I know life got in my way. You know what I mean? Like several times, like being on my own, trying to finance everything. And basically, like to love yourself, number one, because I was dealing with a lot of depression and stuff coming up, you know, with because it really was just me.
Depression
and my
is real. People
It's
don't
very
like to
real.
admit
It's
it.
very real.
That's a fact.
So
most
I-
of these motherfuckers
Yeah.
walking around is depressed and don't even
That's
want to
a
say
fact.
it.
Exactly.
Right.
So like there was a lot of stuff going on. So that's one of the main reasons I was dealing with a lot. You know what I mean? And then it was also trying to find my identity as an artist, because to keep it real, I was around a lot of different people. I know a lot of people. I know some artists that are millionaires right now. I used to rhyme with them
Yeah.
in New York. I used to be in front of Fat Beats with a lot of these
Fat Beats.
Fat Beats, you know,
Yeah, of
I
course.
used to be there. I used to rap with all these artists, you know what I'm saying? Like Jin, before he was signed to Rough Rider, I used to freestyle with him on the low. You know, other guys, you know, like underground cats that are pretty big, like Immortal Technique, Hassan
Yeah.
Salam, all these guys I respect highly. You know, I was around all these influential artists, but I was like, I'm not, you know, a straight political rapper. I was with gospel rappers. I did gospel rap too, but I was like, that's not me. That's not me. And I was trying to find, like, you got to really know who you are as a man, right? And who you are as a person. And God had to take me through so much of life to get me to right now where I know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know my content. I know who I am as a man spiritually and what I'm giving to the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's inspiration.
That's what's up.
Follow your dreams. Don't let nobody try to break you down, no
Exactly.
matter what the hell's going
And
on.
you know what else I always
You know?
tell artists and with music? You never know.
What-
Never
if
know.
you don't
History
mind-
has shown and proven you never fucking know.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your nationality?
I got that all my life.
I've been
man.
trying to peg you
Yeah.
the whole
Right.
show, and I
got a little bit of everything. Yeah, well, not fully. So my dad is from Sardinia, so the island above Sicily, right? So he came to America, met my mom. My mom is mixed Native American, Indian, Spanish, Russian, and German. right? But growing up, I grew up primarily around Black and Latinos.
Okay.
So when my middle schools pretty much all Black. Right. My elementary was mixed, but they all thought I was Hispanic. When I came to the Bronx, it's heavily dominated by Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
Right.
Everyone just thought I was Boricua.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then Pitbull.
Right.
I swear, I went to South Florida in 2005. I was getting followed by a group of women.
Right.
They were like, "Oh yeah,
You do look like
Pitbull." You know what I'm saying?
Was you walking down the street, spin lines, rapping?
So it was crazy. I get a little bit. Everything is crazy. Even when I go outside, get tan, they're like, "Oh, he's a light-skinned brother."
Right.
Because then if you hear me and don't see me,
Right.
most people think, "Oh, that's a brother."
Right.
So I'm saying I couldn't peg you. You know what I'm saying? So I said I ain't gonna guess. I'm gonna just ask.
And multicultural too. So like.
So is hip hop.
And so is
That's a
hip hop.
fact.
So is hip hop.
So is hip hop.
That's
you
the
know?
that's the newest religion
Yeah.
and one of the biggest
That's right.
religions on the planet Earth itself.
Yeah. Amen.
No other religion is bigger than hip hop.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's right.
So
Man, it's a cult. It's a culture. It's a
It's not a
religion.
religion. It's not a religion. Don't
People
do that.
understand.
Yeah,
You know.
don't do that.
You know what I
Culture.
mean.
You don't do that.
But you
It's
know what
true.
I
You
mean.
didn't go to college. Don't do that.
all right.
Okay.
So
I
Two-Tone,
know how to spell academic.
Nigga
And
say
segue.
Yo, Two-Tone.
Yes, sir.
Where can we find you at on your social media platforms?
Yeah, it's Two-Tone with a number 2, tone _eternal. So on IG, Twitter, same thing, pretty much all handles, all social media platforms.
Right.
So at Two-Tone with a number 2, tone, right? Two-Tone _eternal.
Right.
She's got some bills to pay, she ain't got time to play. She knows the game and doesn't mess around with lanes. She do it for the money. 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 The world can judge her, but God is her only babe. It's all the same, don't criticize the way she's paid. She do it for the money. 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 Born and raised in the hood with the siblings. Smart girl, always handle the business. Good grades, she's highly ambitious. Got a thing for health and fitness. She fine, everybody wanna hit it. Drop line, she wasn't really with it. Part-time job, hoopty car, cell phone on. Skin real soft, her hair and nails are dropping jaw. She's looking like a superstar. Never paid attention to her haters. Got game from other local players. They watching that big booty. Fantasizing of making a movie. Walk past that club, they said, "What's up?" She chose to pass them up. Held it down, but things got cold. Watching mama's broken nose, domestic violence. Hear the sirens. Pops left them broken, crying. Can't pay the rent, it's due. Working 2 jobs out of school. Started dating this smooth goon. Had a baby way too soon. She sought that loving from that thug, but he got locked up for them drugs. One night she's walking home. Stepped in that club alone. She said, "I gotta change my situation really fast. Put my pride aside, it's business. Shake my ass and make a bag." She's got some bills to pay, she ain't got time to play. She knows the game and doesn't mess around with lanes. She do it for the money. 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 The world could judge her, but God is her only babe. It's all the same, don't criticize the way she's paid. She do it for the money. 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 She got it going on in control. Every night she stacks that dough. She takes her notes from the featured show. Learns how to work that pole from her head to her toe. She's getting known. Momentum now is on. Twerking, split, working it. Confident, she's all legit. Athletic, and she's super thick. Big ballers pay for all of it. Every night she gets back home, checks off her daily goals. A few baked rolls with a brand new home. No hoopty event she owns. College bound, tuition pay. Business major, MBA. One night she goes to church, looking sexy in her skirt. The bishop flirts, but she didn't look first. Disturbed with the head she turned, she didn't give in, so they tried to flip it. Said stripping is another form of sinning. Oh my God, another hypocrite. Living in the time of the counterfeit. Split, quit, loves God, not religion. Went back to his band in the business, clothing line, endorsement time. Host the show, she's on the grind. Made a vow on that dark road. We don't let no one break her soul. From a broken home to a stripper pole. She'll never be broke, she got her own. She's got some bills to pay, she ain't got time to play. She knows the game and doesn't mess around with lanes. She